For the longest time, I have always wanted to be a game developer that makes extremely popular games that make it to #1. I am on that journey, and I gotta tell you, so far it's been super hard, and I want to show you my journey. Not necessarily for fame, just want to see how it feels like to go to a store and see my game there. Like, what? That is freaking awesome. What am I gonna learn? What makes a game pop off like that? I want to know. I really want to know. Hey guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to an Overdrive devlog where I am documenting the process of developing Overdrive, a single player action horror game where you dash, slide, duck, and roll to dodge attacks from robot zombies in order to find an opening to dismantle them by taking out their modules. Dude, it's been 6 whole months since the last update, and there's a lot to cover. So in this episode, I'm gonna cover the modeling process of Mark and the game mechanics that have been added into the game so far. Make sure to stick to the end because I have a surprise. So this is what we're up to right now. We gotta go through the character creation process because you cannot just press a button and then just add a character in the game. You got to put thought, story, and soul into it. In the previous devlog, I mentioned how I was not a big fan of the sculpting method. When you sculpt, it gets like really taxing on the computer, and then you have to optimize it by lowering the amount of polygons, and that process is called retopology, and it takes so long, and it's not my favorite, which is why I'm modeling it this way. And yeah, this is how it went. So instead of starting off with a cube and then squish and stretching it into the form of a human being, I instead started with a single vertex and I extruded it roughly into the shape of the head. And once I got the basic features done, I just filled out the empty gaps. And I did that with the head and also the body. And let me tell you, I know that sculpting feels more tactile, but I just feel like I have way more control over the shapes like this. And of course, every technique has its own challenges, and the challenge that I am not the best at right now is edge flow. Oh my lord. I cannot tell you how many hours I spent trying to learn how to turn corners and connect different edges together in a way that makes sense. Alright, so I'm trying to learn topology flow. And I don't know how I will turn 2 into 1. Like, I'm seeing this video of this guy. Like, he went from 5 to 3, and then to 1, and then from 1 to 2, and then 4. I don't know. What? It was so hard. I still gotta get good at this. And yeah, that's something I gotta improve next time I come back to Mark, because it was not easy. I had to repeat this process 3 different times. It was not easy, and I was trying to copy the Guilty Gear style of mouth topology, but it was not coming out right. I don't know why. I asked Stacked Overflow and nobody helped me. But we keep going. It just means that it's time for me to go into overdrive and keep pushing. Push! Even if you're about to die, don't give up. Push. Okay, let me not give birth in this video. yeah. Thanks to this tutorial, I made the torso, the legs, and the arms, and also the hands. So yeah, on to the hair, I did the scalp, his eyebrows, and these little cones using paths. I think that's what they're called. Paths to direct the direction of the hair and the flow. And when I was making his hair, I thought of a bull to like kind of signify that he's unstoppable. I'm not sure if I like it though. I need to keep iterating on Mark's design more for sure. Still pretty sick. My first 3D hairstyle. Let's go. Then it was rigging time. And it went so well. It was smooth. Nothing bad happened. Okay, it just worked out of the box as it should. What the hell is this? There were so many weight painting issues, especially on the shoulders, because whenever I moved them, the eyes popped out. Why? What do your shoulders have to do with your eyeballs? Mark, this is nightmare fuel. So, unless I want an age-restricted game, I gotta give him some clothing. I tried to model it this way, but instead I went with duplicating his chest and I stretched that into a gown. I was gonna add cloth physics to this, but I ran into way too many problems and it took a lot of time. Unfortunately, I did not record it, but that will be for the future. It kind of looks like it has physics when it's animated and he's moving. Again, I'll come back to this later. So this is what we're up to right now. Mark is done. He's fully modeled and he's moving in game. That is amazing. Like, I actually never thought that I could do this. And I still did. That's awesome. This version of Mark right now is a version that I made so that I have something to play with that I made myself. But yeah, I hope you guys see that I'm actually really proud that I made this, even though it's not to the level that I want it right now. But like, I am so proud of this. Alright, onto the gameplay. The connecting finally works pretty well. This is what I spent most of my time perfecting. It's gonna be the meat and potatoes of this game, not the action necessarily, like the dashing and the jumping and dodging, because that's not what Overdrive is about. It's about manipulating modules to defeat something so unfathomably stronger than you in a way that's different. This connection system, it's not linear. These modules can be connected in different branches and they can be powering different machines and parts of the robot zombie all at once. And Tessia is awesome, but also difficult because I did not know how to structure a network like that. It was a lot to figure out because my brain could not comprehend how something like that could work. But thankfully, I figured it out. And yeah, it's really exciting because now I don't know what's possible with this. There's so many things I can do and it's a really flexible system. I'm gonna be honest. This game, I am making it for myself, but I really need your feedback and your thoughts and any advice that you have, because it really helps me clarify what exactly I'm doing, because my thoughts don't necessarily translate the way I think they do in the real world. So please join my Discord server. That's where I can see any advice that you have the best. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can be notified when the next one comes out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sooner than this one because, you know, I'm still learning, and yeah, it's a slow process, but making progress, you know. Love you guys. Thank you for everything.